morning and welcome to Ark and Dove Presbyterian Church in Odenton, Maryland. I'm Brian Boudreau, the clerk of session here at Ark and Dove, and your host in the lobby, the weekly program of the life and ministry of the church. So this week is Maintenance of Divine Worship Sunday, and this is one of the 6 ends of the church that we will be studying. I think we're on the 4th one. So make sure you tune in to the service and hear the sermon for that. A little bit later, I will be talking to our new admin elder, Amy Goldberg, as we get to know our new elders and deacons. But first, let's dive into the announcements. Now, you'll notice that today's lobby is after the service, and that's how we're going to be doing this going forward, as long as we have 2 services. And this is to allow our tech team to be able to get set up for the 10:30 service. But you can find the lobby anytime during the week on our YouTube channel. I'd like to remind everybody that we are doing in-person service. We have the 9 o'clock service and 10:30 service, and we are asking everybody to RSVP for those, and masks will be required. Now, the 10:30 service we will live stream that, and you can find us on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. When you come in, we have name tags ready for you. And they are permanent, so you can just write your name on the name tag, get one of the plastic covers, and put that on. But we are asking everybody to wear a name tag, and let us know what your comfort level is. Red means no contact, yellow means fist bumps and elbow bumps, and of course green means all handshakes are welcome. So we ask everybody to do that so that we are comfortable around each other. Now, have you paid your per capita special offering? Now, if not, the per capita is a set amount of money that all congregations pay to the larger PCUSA, Presbyterian Church USA. And so we participate in paying our per capita. So we're saying, I'm part of this denomination, I'm connected to it. And so we're asking everybody to pay $38.50 for the per capita apportionment. So you can pay online. It's super easy at arkanddove.org under the giving tab, or you can text that amount to 410-983-3481 followed by per capita, and they will take care of that for you. Also, the end of year giving statements for 2021 were sent out on January 17th. Please check your email, maybe even check your spam folder because it only comes out once a year. If you haven't received it or you have any questions, please reach out to Steve Debus. Along with our in-person services, our children and youth programs are in person picking up again. Our children and youth programs will continue. The youth group will meet this Sunday evening at the church, and Logos will continue meeting this Tuesday at the church from 6 to 7 p.m. These activities will be outside, so please dress warmly and wear a mask. We have N95 masks here, children's size if you need them. If you're not getting the Logos communications, please contact Amy Goldberg to get on the email list. We continue to have our midweek Bible study every Wednesday at 10 a.m. You can contact Pastor John to get an invite for that. The deacons have put out a call for help to sign up to make meals for those in need. If you're interested in joining the deacons meal team, you can contact Annetta Fenstermacher. The Healing Through Grief group, led by Pastor Tim, Kathy Debus, and Lenny Gardner, will be meeting on February 9th at 7:30 p.m. via Zoom. So it's a small group, and anybody at Ark and Dove can attend, as well as family members and friends, neighbors, whoever needs the help. And if they've experienced the death of a loved one, and it could have been recent, maybe long ago, you're still dealing with it, this is a great group to help you work through some of those feelings and what you're going through. It's a Zoom meeting. If you have any questions or you need some help getting connected to Zoom, please reach out to Pastor Tim or Lenny Gardner. And finally, the Ark and Dove Book Club selection for March is The Book of Lost Friends by Lisa Wingate. Michelle Schoonmaker will be leading this group. It's March 18th at 7:30 p.m. via Zoom. So if you're interested, please reach out to Kim Champagne to get signed up for the Zoom invitation. So over the coming weeks, just like last week, I'll be interviewing the new members of our session and the Board of Deacons. So this week, I'm really excited to have with us Amy Goldberg, who is our new admin elder. So welcome, Amy, to the lobby.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you so much for having me today.
It's wonderful to have you. I can imagine taking on this new role must be, let's call it exciting.
Yes, exciting is a great word for it. It's a little nerve-wracking having still been a fairly new member to the church, but I'm really excited to help out and to see what I can do with this position.
So tell us, how long have you been at Ark and Dove?
So I actually started at Ark and Dove in January of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. So I've been mostly a virtual member, with the exception of attending when possible with masks or logos and things like that. But so 2 years this year, actually.
Oh, 2 years. That's great. Oh, I think it was about 2 years when I became a deacon. So it's wonderful to have new members as part of the session and the board of deacons, because, well, you bring some new ideas. So tell us a little bit about your family and where you're from.
We live here in Odenton. It's me and my husband, Ethan, who is a friend of the church, and our 2 daughters. So we have an 11-year-old named Emma and a 5-year-old named Elia.
Wonderful. And are they able to partake in the Logos program and everything?
Yeah, so they're both in Logos. My oldest is going to be aging out of that and going into the middle school next year. But we all participate. I'm actually the Logos communications coordinator as well. So they have to participate. And my oldest also does choir. We're looking forward to getting back in person so they can do godly play with the other children as well.
That's right. And yeah, and this week we started Godly Play again. So hopefully they can be part of that.
Very exciting. Yep.
So tell me, what are your thoughts as the new admin elder? And I'm sure it's overwhelming, but how do you see things as you're starting in this new role?
Yeah, well, with the admin elder position, there are 4 primary teams. One being personnel and policies, one the communications and website, the finance team, and then the long range planning team. But there's a variety of other miscellaneous tasks that also go along with this position. So there's a lot to pick up on, a lot to learn. It's kind of all the back end or back of the house activities for the church. So I'm really excited. I think there's some great teams in place now, and I'm just really looking to take whatever I can from Julia Kirby, who's leaving the position, as well as getting to know all of the team members who are current volunteers, and then kind of expanding upon that and trying to get more volunteers into these teams. There's a lot that's currently going on that I'm getting involved in, especially with hiring some new positions for the church, including a church administrator. So I've kind of just dived right in. We've got a lot of things to work on. It's, we always need more help. So I'll put some plugs in for that as well.
That's right. Oh, so there's a couple things there that I want to unpack. So the first is, you said there's going to be an announcement for a new church administrator. That's coming soon?
Well, we're currently in the process. Our volunteer team who's helping with the search committee, we are currently interviewing for a new church administrator. Wendy Wellington's been doing an amazing job, and in the interim, you might have seen in the archive that went out that we're also looking for some volunteers to help a couple days here and there as needed with the church administrator position, but we are looking to fill that position permanently. So we're currently on that search and have those posted. And then we're going to also be searching for a new nursery coordinator. And then of course there's the music director positions that we're looking into as well.
Oh, wow. So there is a lot there for the admin elder to take care of already. So there's that. But there's one thing that you said that I really want to hone in on, and that is the volunteers. Lots of volunteers to be able to make the church run the way we do. Yes, we do have paid staff, but like everyone, all the session members, we're all volunteers. The deacons, they're volunteers. And all the other church leaders are volunteers. And so, as you said, you're looking for more leaders and volunteers to join the team, right?
Yes, absolutely. And there's plenty of opportunities. Some will be throughout the next year, but some now. So if you have HR or onboarding experience, or you're just interested in taking part in some of those search committees and helping to find the right people for some of these positions, we'd love to have you come on board to help with interviewing, reviewing resumes, just being part of that team and handling some of those tasks. With communications and website, as Julia may have mentioned, and in the congressional meeting, we're about 75% there with launching the new Ark-and-Dove website. So if anybody has some technical experience there, just wants to lend their opinion, we're going to be getting that up and going again. So I'd love to have some more technical volunteers or graphic design, anything like that, join the team there. And then of course, we have the finance team who's working with Alta, our treasurer, budgets, payroll, things like that. So there will be some opportunities in the future for anyone who has those skills or would like to use their gifts to help out in that area. And then, like I said, throughout the year, there might be some opportunities for helping with some reviews of operating procedures or job descriptions or different things like that, where if you have a knack for writing or things like that, we could use some of those skill sets as well throughout the year to make sure all of our policies are up to date.
Right. And it takes all kinds of people. So if you're an introvert, there's actually lots of great things for you to do, even as an introvert, to help the church.
Absolutely. So this is, if you like the back end of things, or you like solving puzzles, those are the kind of things we also need. So plenty of opportunity for volunteers.
Yeah. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, just if you could describe a little bit about your professional background, because you come, I think, my knowing you, with a lot of experience, and I think we should be reassured as a congregation to have you as our admin elder. So tell us a little bit about you.
I'll go back to the beginning. I started out my career in the restaurant industry. I wanted to be the next top chef, but it can be kind of a brutal industry when you want to have a family and time off. So I used to manage restaurants and do back in front of the house work. But then I actually started working at NASA. And I was a system building manager there, helping with facilities and government sales and a multitude of things there. And then from there, that's when I started working at T. Rowe Price, which is a retirement investment firm in Baltimore in the city. I am actually a senior administrative manager. So a lot of what the admin elder does, I do on a day-to-day basis. I run 4 different administrative teams in the investment division and work on a lot of diversity, equity, inclusion committees, and just help running the day-to-day of the business and making sure all the administrative back end is taken care of. So I'm hoping I can use a lot of those skills that I use in my daily professional life to translate here at Ark-and-Dove.
Well, I certainly feel in good hands. Thank you so much, Amy, for joining me today and just sharing a little bit about yourself and getting to know you just a little bit better. So good luck over the next 3 years. It's going to be a fun time, I promise you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to work with you more.
And thank you to everyone out there for joining us today. So glad we were able to come into your home and share just a few minutes with you. Everything we talked about can be found on the webpage or in the archive. And of course, that archive comes out every Friday. If you're not on the email list, you can email admin@arkandove.org to get onto the list. Easy as that. In the meantime, stay safe, keep wearing your mask for the time being, and get your booster and vaccine if you don't already have it. Have a great day.